What's up, Broncos Country? Get ready, because what's coming up could define the direction of our season once and for all. Next Sunday at Empower Field at Mile High, we host the Dallas Cowboys. And it's not just any game. It's the type of matchup that separates the pretenders from the true contenders. It's the type of game Bo Nix needs to shut up everyone who still doubts him, because, let's be honest, family, there are still people saying Sean Payton made the wrong choice. There are still people whispering that the Broncos should have gone after a veteran quarterback. And you know who's going to be on the other side of the field? Exactly one of those veterans, Dak Prescott. So let's understand what's at stake in this matchup that could be the definitive redemption for our young quarterback. Let's put this whole situation in context. Broncos Country, because this game is much more than just a regular season matchup. Here's the scenario. Bo Nix came to Denver as the 12th pick in the 2024 draft. And from day one, he carried the weight of being the answer Sean Payton was looking for. The solution to the biggest problem this team has faced in recent years. And look, it wasn't easy for him. In his rookie season, Bo had to learn fast. He had to understand Payton's complex system. He had to adapt to NFL speed. And you know what happened? The kid delivered. He finished the 2024 season with 3,775 passing yards. But that wasn't all. In the final 8 games of last season, Bo became a different player. 19 touchdowns in that final stretch. Completion rate of 70.3%. The guy started playing with confidence, with command, with authority. And that took the Broncos to the playoffs after years in the desert. But then came 2025. And things didn't start off so bright. This season, when Denver is favored, Bo has a record of 1 win and 3 losses against the spread. It's true he's still developing consistency. It's true there are still ups and downs. But family, let me tell you something. This is absolutely normal for a second-year quarterback, and that's exactly why the game against Dallas is so crucial. On the other side, we have Dak Prescott, a quarterback who's already proven everything he had to prove in the league. 76 wins in 122 games as a starter. MVP finalist in 2023. One of the highest salaries at the position in the entire NFL with that $240 million contract over 4 years. Prescott is the type of quarterback who defines franchises. He's the guy who carries an entire team on his back when needed. And look, he had a complicated 2024 because of that hamstring injury that took him out for the season in the 8th game. But now, in 2025, he's back, completely recovered, hungry to prove he's still elite. And just between us, Broncos Country. Prescott has an interesting track record when he's an underdog playing at home. Since 2020, he has 0 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie playing as an underdog at AT&T Stadium. But attention, this time he's visiting Denver. He doesn't have the pressure of being favored. He can play loose. Now let's talk about what really matters. What does Bo Nix need to do to win this duel? First, he needs to protect the ball. Against a team like Dallas, which has the defensive arsenal to create pressure and force mistakes, every possession matters. Bo can't give away easy chances, can't force throws, has to be surgical in his decisions. Second, he needs to use the weapons he has. And look, this Denver offense in 2024 already showed it can produce. We finished 10th in points per game last season. The offensive line ranked first on ESPN in run block win rate. Bo has protection. Bo has the run game working. Bo has talented receivers. Third, and perhaps most important, he needs to play with the confidence of those final 8 games of 2024. That Bo Nix who took control, who commanded the huddle like a veteran, who made the offense flow at the perfect rhythm. Because if he can do that, family, we're not just talking about beating the Cowboys. We're talking about Bo Nix finally silencing all the critics once and for all. And look, let's be honest about something. There are still people speculating about Denver's future at the quarterback position. There was analysis earlier this year suggesting that if Bo didn't perform, Sean Payton could go after a veteran. And guess what name came up in those speculations? Exactly. Dak Prescott. So this game has extra layers of pressure and meaning. It's Bo Nix proving he's the guy. It's Bo Nix showing Sean Payton that the draft choice was the right decision. It's Bo Nix defending the trust the organization placed in him. And more than that, Broncos Country, it's about sending a message to the entire league. Let's analyze the numbers more deeply here. In the week's fantasy projections, Prescott has a projection of 21.7 points, while Bo Nix has 19.7. But family fantasy doesn't win games. What wins games is execution. It's playing within the system. It's making plays when they appear, and Sean Payton's system was built for that. It was built to maximize efficiency, to create favorable matchups. To put the quarterback in position to succeed, Bo Nix doesn't need to be perfect. He just needs to be efficient. He just needs to execute the game plan. And with the defense Denver built, with the running ability we have, with the field position game, we have all the tools to win this game. Now, obviously, Dallas won't make it easy. They have CeeDee Lamb, who's one of the best receivers in the league. They have George Pickens now, too, forming an explosive duo. Their offensive line brought in Tyler Booker, a first-round rookie who should strengthen the ground game. And there's more. Brian Schottenheimer took over as head coach in Dallas. He was the offensive coordinator of the past 2 years, knows Prescott intimately, knows exactly how to get the best out of him. It's an offense that will test our defense in every way possible. But family, our defense is no joke either. We have the ability to create pressure. We have the ability to force turnovers. We have the ability to make crucial stops on third down. And against a quarterback like Prescott, who historically had problems when he's an underdog at home, we can create uncomfortable situations for him. The game will be decided in the trenches. It will be decided by who wins the line of scrimmage. It will be decided by who executes better in decisive moments. And this is where Bo Nix can really shine, because if there's one thing he showed at the end of 2024, it's that he doesn't shake in big moments. He's not intimidated by pressure. He embraces the responsibility, and playing at home at Mile High, with the altitude favoring our conditioning, with our crowd pushing every play, that makes a difference. Dallas comes here knowing they need to adapt to the altitude, knowing the clock will run differently for them, knowing every drive will test their conditioning. And that's a real advantage, Broncos Country. Let's also talk about the importance of this game in the context of the entire season. We're at a crucial moment. Every win solidifies our playoff position. Every win builds momentum. Every win gives more confidence to the entire team, but especially to our young quarterback. If Bo Nix can command a win against a quarterback of Dak Prescott's caliber, against a historic team like the Dallas Cowboys, that completely changes the narrative. That transforms the external perception of him. That validates everything Sean Payton has been saying about his development. And look, league evaluators have already said they see a lot of room for improvement in Bo Nix and believe he's capable of elevating his level of play even more. This is exactly the type of situation where that evolution can happen. Because playing against elite forces, you to be elite, playing against established veterans, teaches you things that practice never will. Puts you in pressure situations that simulation will never replicate. Shows you where you need to grow in a brutal and honest way. And Bo Nix has shown that he learns, that he adapts, that he improves. From his rookie season to now, you already see clear differences. More command in the pocket, faster reads, more assertive decisions. He's evolving at the right time. He's growing at the expected pace. And this game could be the next huge step on that ladder. Now, let's also be realistic about the challenges. Dallas has one of the best offenses in the conference when healthy. Prescott threw for more than 4,500 yards in 2023 with 36 touchdowns. He finished second in MVP voting, losing only to Lamar Jackson. This guy knows how to dissect defenses. This guy knows how to make pre-snap reads. This guy knows how to exploit any weakness you show. So our defense will have to be perfect. We'll have to execute without mistakes. We'll have to make quick adjustments when Dallas tries to exploit matchups, but at the same time, our offense can't leave the defense exposed. Bo Nix needs to sustain drives, needs to convert third downs, needs to keep the ball out of Prescott's hands as much as possible. Time of possession control will be absolutely crucial. If we can maintain long drives, eat clock, force Dallas to stay on the sideline while our offense works, that tires their defense. That takes them out of rhythm. That puts us in control of the game, and with the running ability we have, with the offensive line we built, with Sean Payton's scheme that mixes run with play action brilliantly, we have the perfect game plan to do exactly that. Bo Nix just needs to execute, just needs to do what was designed, just needs to trust the system and the players around him because this team believes in him. Broncos Country. The locker room believes. The coaching staff believes. The entire city of Denver believes. Now it's time for him to believe in himself in the highest way possible. It's time to show he's not just a promising quarterback. It's time to show he's a franchise quarterback. It's time to show he can compete with the best and win, and there's no better stage to do that than against the Dallas Cowboys at home with everyone watching. The moment has arrived. The opportunity is here. Now just take it. What's up, Broncos Country? If you breathe orange and blue, if you bleed for our Broncos, subscribe to the channel now. Turn on the bell so you don't miss any analysis, any play, any emotion from this season that promises a lot. Look, I'm going to say something that might be controversial. I think this game will show that Bo Nix is already better than people give him credit for. Everyone keeps looking at statistics, comparing with veterans, demanding perfection. But they forget the guy only has 2 years in the NFL. They forget he already took this team to the playoffs in his rookie season. They forget that in important moments he showed up. Dak Prescott is incredible, no doubt. But he also has 10 years of experience. He also has one of the best receivers in the league beside him. He also has a salary that buys expectation and patience. Bo Nix is still proving himself, still building, and I think that's exactly why he'll be more dangerous on Sunday. Because he has nothing to lose and everything to gain, and when a talented young quarterback enters a game with that mentality, with the right system around him, playing at home, watch out, because then you're dealing with fire. I believe Bo Nix will have the best game of his career so far. I believe he'll silence critics. I believe that at the end of this game, everyone will be talking about how Denver nailed the draft. You can hold me to it if I'm wrong. But I have faith in our number 12 and you, Broncos family. Do you believe in Bo Nix for this game? Do you think he's ready for this moment? Or do you still have doubts? Comment below. I want to know each one of your opinions. Let's debate. Let's talk. Let's keep this fan base energy always at maximum. Leave that like if you're pumped for Sunday. Share with everyone in Broncos Country, you know. And let's together make Empower Field at Mile High the most intimidating place in the NFL. Sunday's coming strong, family. And we'll be with our team from start to finish. Because this is Denver Broncos. This is Broncos Country. And we never quit until the next video. Let's go all out. Go Broncos.